Ever had those days where you're just working or studying and you get so incredibly sleepy? And the crazy part is, you slept perfectly fine the night before. You ate well, you did everything right. But the moment you sit down to focus, boom, total brain fog. Now, let's be real here. When you're in that zombie state, you can't get anything done, right? You're just coasting through the day like a ghost. You want to build wealth? Forget about it. You want to excel at what you do? Keep dreaming. You want to be admired and successful? Not going to happen. The truth is, you will never achieve any of those big dreams if you spend your days feeling sluggish, drowsy, and completely drained. That's why, in today's episode, I promise to give you the ultimate fixes to completely crush this problem. We are going to fuel your mind so you feel like a fully charged machine. No more dead batteries, no more running on empty. Just pure fire, hitting your goals and cranking out results week after week. Let's dive right in, shall we? Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Psychology Lessons. Just a quick reminder before we start. Our show drops every single Saturday at 7 p.m. on the Emotional Confidant YouTube channel. So, don't forget to head over to YouTube, search for Emotional Confidant, and catch our latest video every Saturday night. So, coming back to our topic today, how do we actually cure that overwhelming sleepiness while working or studying? And here's the catch. We're doing this with zero medication and zero coffee. I mean, if I just told you to drink coffee, that'd be way too basic, right? What I'm about to share with you is stuff I've personally tested. I've been the guinea pig for these methods, and I can tell you firsthand, they work. That's why I'm so excited and confident about today's talk. There are two main methods I want to share with you. Let's start with the first one right now, sensory stimulation. Method 1, sensory stimulation. All right. So this first method is all about waking up your senses to fight off that midday slump. Our senses are designed to perceive everything around us. So, if we can consciously shift our senses into an active, positive state, it becomes physically impossible to feel sleepy. But if your senses are passive, or if you're barely using them, you're going to start drifting off. It's guaranteed. Take your eyes, for example. If you're sitting there squinting in dim light, I promise you, whether it's 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., you're going to feel tired. On the flip side, if your senses are properly stimulated and engaged, believe me, you'll be wide awake. I put this method first because it's incredibly effective and so simple to do. So, how do we do it? We're going to look at our 5 senses, and I'll show you a healthy way to trigger each one, shifting your mind from sluggish to sharp. 1. Sight, visuals. First up, let's talk about your eyes. How do we stimulate our vision? It's simple. Always work or study in a brightly lit environment. If you work in an office and your boss lets you choose your desk, do whatever it takes to snag a spot right by the window. Seriously, that window is going to save your life on days when you're out of energy. The natural sunlight will snap you right out of it. If you run your own company or work from home, arrange your desk so it's as close to the natural light as possible. Now, if you're stuck in a cubicle facing a dark wall, maximize your artificial light. Turn on the overhead lights, or better yet, invest in a good desk lamp that mimics daylight but is gentle on the eyes. A lot of people don't realize they're working in poorly lit spaces, and it just drains them. Think about it. When you walk into a cozy cafe with dim, warm yellow lighting, you're usually ready for a nap within 30 minutes. Unless you're playing an intense mobile game, trying to get actual work done, there is a trap. You will get sleepy. So if you do go to a cafe to work, find a bright spot near the windows. It makes a world of difference. 2. Hearing sound. Now that our eyes are awake, let's move on to our ears. And remember, the real magic happens when you stimulate all 5 senses together as a package deal. If you only activate one and ignore the rest, it won't work as well. For your ears, it's easy. Play some music while you work. But try to avoid headphones if you can, just to protect your hearing. Maybe get a small Bluetooth speaker for your desk and keep the volume at a respectful level so you don't bother your coworkers. Here's a pro tip. Listen to music you don't understand. It could be instrumental tracks or songs in a foreign language. Korean, Chinese, English, whatever floats your boat, as long as you don't know the lyrics. If you understand the words, your brain will start singing along, and that's just going to distract you. When an office gets too quiet or serious, your ears go into standby mode, which triggers sleepiness. So keep it simple. Turn on some background tunes. 3. Taste. Next up is taste. When we're working, our mouths don't really do anything besides swallow saliva, right? So here is my suggestion, and please don't overdo this. The moment you feel drowsiness creeping in, pop a piece of candy. But don't just grab standard candy from the supermarket checkout lane. Those are packed with sugar, which ruins your teeth and causes a sugar crash later, making you even more tired. Instead, opt for something healthier, like cinnamon candy or even a small piece of real cinnamon bark from a traditional herbal shop. Chewing on something strong and potent like that will shock your taste buds and instantly wake up your brain. See? It's so easy. I'm giving you all the shortcuts here. You just have to actually do them. 4. Smell. We've covered sight, hearing, and taste. Now let's activate your sense of smell. You have a few great options here. Option 1. Keep some fragrant plants or flowers at your desk. Jasmine or magnolia smell absolutely incredible, and certain imported roses have an amazing scent. If buying fresh-cut flowers gets too expensive, just buy a small potted jasmine plant. They're super affordable, they smell heavenly, and you don't have to deal with artificial chemical sprays. Plus, it adds a nice touch of green to your desk. Just make sure you aren't allergic, of course. Option 2. Use essential oils. But again, be careful. Cheap oils can be full of nasty chemicals that give you a headache. Invest in high-quality, pure essential oils like peppermint or eucalyptus to lift your mood. A quick note on office etiquette. If you work closely next to others, keep the scent subtle. Don't diffuse a massive cloud of oil that takes over the whole room. Your battle against sleepiness shouldn't become everyone else's nightmare. Scent is personal. What you love might give your neighbor a migraine. Just use a tiny drop on your wrist when you need a boost. Option 3. Good old-fashioned medicated oil, like eucalyptus or white flower oil. Just dab a tiny bit under your nose. It'll clear your senses and keep you sharp for a solid 30 minutes, and it won't bother anyone else. 5. Touch. Finally, let's talk about touch. Try this quick exercise next time you feel your eyelids getting heavy. Take your palms, press them together, and rub them fast. Do this for about 3 minutes. You'll feel a wave of warmth and alertness spread through your body. Alternatively, you could hold a piece of ice. But let's be honest, it's not always convenient to grab ice at work. So rubbing your hands is the easiest way. If you're alone, go all out. If you're around people and feel a bit self-conscious, just do it subtly under your desk, against your legs. Just 3 minutes is all it takes. When you combine these 5 sensory triggers, it barely takes up any of your time. Most of them are things you set up in advance, sitting by a window, having your candy or oil ready. The active parts, like turning on music or rubbing your hands, take maybe 3 minutes total. Do this to keep your head in the game. Give your body the chance to be productive and live a meaningful day, rather than slouching over your desk looking miserable. Falling asleep at your desk is a habit of defeat. Let's put an end to the brain fog starting right now. Method 2. The movement combo. Now, as a bonus, I want to give you a second method that I personally cooked up. I call it the movement combo. Welcome to part 2 of today's episode. We're figuring out how to stay sharp without ruining our health. No coffee, no pills, no energy drinks. I absolutely hate the idea of destroying your body just to buy a few hours of alertness today, only to pay for it with your health down the road. Sometimes I'll order a hot espresso or a black coffee, take 2 sips, and set it down, because I know too much caffeine isn't good for my system. So, let's talk about movement. It's a basic human principle. When your body is moving, it's physically impossible to fall asleep. Have you ever seen anyone fall asleep while playing badminton? Have you ever seen a soccer player yawning and slouching while running across the field? Sure, they might yawn on the bench, but once they're out there running for 15 minutes, the adrenaline takes over. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not telling you to go play sports or go for a run in the middle of your workday. That's impossible. Instead, here are a few practical options you can mix and match. Unlike the sensory method where you should do everything together, here you can just pick what works for your current situation. Note: if you only slept 2 hours last night, no method in the world can save you. You just need sleep. But if you're just dealing with normal daytime fatigue, these will work like a charm. 1. Walking and stair climbing. The first movement is simple: walk. I don't mean walking all the way from your house to the office. I mean, when you get to work, skip the elevator and take the stairs. Taking the stairs is a golden hack for mental clarity. Dr. Robert Thayer at California State University did a study on this, and it blew my mind because it's so true. A brisk 10-minute walk can boost your energy for up to 2 hours. Isn't that wild? So if you climb the stairs for 10 minutes, you bought yourself 2 hours of pure focus. Let everyone else fight over the elevator. You take the stairs. If your office is on the 20th floor, obviously don't hike the whole way up. Take the elevator to the 15th floor, get off, and walk the last 5 flights. Personally, I make it a habit to get up every single hour to walk to the restroom. Even if I don't actually need to go, I'll walk in, look in the mirror, stretch my arms, and walk back. It breaks up the hours of sitting still, keeps your circulation flowing, and prevents you from slipping into that passive, sleepy state. Seriously, try it. 2. Small talk. Think about it. Have you ever fallen asleep while hanging out and chatting with your friends? Rarely. You're usually excited, laughing, and sharing stories. Chatting, even just a bit of casual small talk, is a fantastic way to wake up your brain. If you're working next to someone, take 5 to 10 minutes every hour to check in on them, chat about a trending topic, or talk about a company event. When you engage in conversation, you have to form thoughts and choose your words. This forces your brain to shift from idle to active. Plus, emotions like laughter release endorphins that make sleepiness disappear. Just keep an eye on the clock. Chat for 5 or 10 minutes, then get right back to work. Don't use my advice as an excuse to gossip for 2 hours. If talking to coworkers isn't an option, you can step out and make a quick call to a family member. Back when I was a kid and didn't have a computer or Google, I used to call directory hotlines just to ask questions and learn things about the world. You can call a local customer service line or an information hotline to ask about a business listing or a local event. Just 2 minutes of conversation with another human being will snap your brain back into reality. 3. Taking a quick shower. This third option is tough if you work in a traditional corporate office, but it's an absolute game changer if you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or working from home. Take a shower. Elon Musk once mentioned that showering is one of the most essential parts of his daily routine for mental clarity. When you're exhausted or sleepy, a quick shower completely resets your nervous system. Medically speaking, it relaxes your muscles, releases built-up stress, boosts blood circulation, and stimulates your immune system. Now, please don't misinterpret this and start taking 10 showers a day. That's terrible for your skin. Just save it for that one moment in the afternoon when you hit a massive wall and absolutely need a hard reset. 4. Singing. This last one might sound a bit funny, but I swear it works wonders. Again, this is perfect for those who work from home or have private offices. If you hit a slump, put on your favorite song, preferably something upbeat or with a few high notes, and sing your heart out for 5 minutes. Use a karaoke app on your phone if you want. It doesn't matter if you sing well or completely out of tune. Just singing one song will pump oxygen into your lungs, get your heart beating, and completely destroy your sleepiness. I've done this in my own office, and it works every single time. Just don't get carried away and record a whole album. Wrapping up to review, your movement combo toolkit includes 1. Walking or taking the stairs. 2. Having a quick chat. 3. Taking a shower. 4. Singing a song. Lately, I've been focusing a lot on personal development and behavioral psychology. Why? Because you can know every business hack and study trick in the world, but if your physical stamina and mental energy are weak, you can't execute any of it. To achieve high-level success, you have to be capable of handling high-level pressure. Right now, my goal is to help you transform into a stronger, more resilient, and more energetic version of yourself. This world is fiercely competitive. Lazy people who just want a comfortable life without putting in the work will never make an impact, no matter how good their background is. I hope this episode gives you the tools you need for those moments when you're exhausted, but your dreams and responsibilities are calling. Use these steps, stay awake, and conquer your goals. Win the battle against your own comfort zone first, and the rest will follow. Thank you so much for listening. I'm already looking forward to hanging out with you guys next week, Saturday at 7 p.m. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one.